What's up, YouTube? Scott Tanic One coming at you here again with a collection update collection video. Got a stack of CDs here that I want to talk about, stuff I've gotten over the last few months. Um, Without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get into this. Finally finished off my dissection collection of studio albums anyway with Dissection's final album, Rhine Chaos or Rain Chaos, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Definitely a departure from Storm of the Light's Bane, but there's a reason why. He went to prison for 11 years, so this is what you got when he got out of prison. Everyone knows the tale of John. I'm not going to really go into that. Everyone knows that story, but I'm going to go ahead and mention that this is a pretty cool album. It's not Storm of the Light's Bane, but it's not supposed to be, right? I go ahead and get into some favorite tracks on here. Beyond the Horizon's really good. Starless Eon, Black Dragon, Mahakali. Man, God of Forbidden Light. This is a really, really good record. It's definitely not classic dissection. A lot of, like I said, previously, and you could just, if you're a fan of this band, you done know the story of the band, so there's a reason why it's a departure from the earlier sound. But yeah, had to finish the collection on it, man, and definitely check it out. I mean, Dissection's discography is 3 albums, so you can't afford to get 3 albums of a really killer band, then okay, whatever. Moving on. This is a first wave classic. Me personally, I've spun it a couple times. You can't really get into it, but Sarcophago with Henry. Yeah, like I said, definitely they're a first wave band. One of those bands that are kind of known for kind of coining the look of black metal, coining the genre, giving it a name. Not really giving it a name. That would be Venom. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, like I said, I can't really get into this. I mean, I probably with more spins and more listens, I'll definitely be able to like it a little bit more, appreciate it a little more. If I'm going to listen to first wave black metal right now, anyway, I'm going to listen to either Hellhammer, Bathory, or Celtic Frost. But this is definitely worth checking out. As far as like purchasing a copy of it, I wouldn't recommend doing that right off the bat. I don't have buyer's remorse on this, being the fact that it is a milestone album, supposedly, in the first wave of black metal. Has inspired a lot of people, but I just can't get into it as much as I can Bathory or Hellhammer. But with more, more spins, more listens, time will tell. So I can't really name some favorite tracks on here because, like I said, I've spun it twice and it just wasn't my cup of tea. But Henry. This one I did a review on. It made my best of list this year, and that is Black Funerals, Anku and the Deathfire. Picked this up recently. Like I said, if I'd have had more time with this record, it definitely would have been higher on my list. I actually have this on vinyl now, and I want to spin that definitely. But yeah, like I've said in my review and my best of list, this is definitely worth your time. Definitely one of the best albums that came out last year. Really great underground, raw black metal. Atmospheric as fuck. Excuse me. It's been a long day already. And, yeah, atmospheric as fuck. Dark, evil lyrics. Great guitar playing. Great riffs. Awesome drum work. Killer vocals. It's the package, man. It's the real deal. Anku and the Deathfire. Definitely worth picking up. This next band, I got a couple of theirs, and man, their discography is hard as fuck to get a hold of, being the fact that he limits his pressings on his albums so much. But yeah, anyway, continuing on with some more stuff that I've got from the mighty Satanic Tyrant Werewolf and his band, Satanic War Master Black Metal Commando Gas Chamber. This is an awesome compilation, man. It's not a straight legit Satanic War Master album. He kind of tells you that right there. This is not a new Satanic War Master album. It's a compilation. But anyway, there's some songs on here that if you're a fan of the band, you've already heard before. Burning Eyes of the Werewolf, Wolves of Blood and Iron, Distant Blazing Eye, those are some of my favorites on here. The title track, Black Metal Commando, I think is worth buying this record for, because honestly, that song itself is just fucking awesome. It's not very black. I mean, it's black metal, but it's got kind of like a crust punk, dark throne feel to it. But the lyrics are just beyond hateful. Honestly, I think that track is definitely a nod to our good buddy Varg, because man, I could see all these words coming out of Varg's mouth when talking to him about black metal, and definitely the Christian invasion of Norway. Hateful, hateful, hateful raw black metal from Finland. There's our boy Satanic Tyrant Werewolf there on the back. This guy is amazing. I definitely am looking forward to get more of his stuff. So let's move on with that. Another album of Satanic War Masters that I got. This one's hard to pronounce. I think it's called Nachhazer. I don't know how to pronounce the title of this fucking album, but this album is fucking killer. It's so far one of my favorite Satanic War Master releases, besides the split they did with Archgoat and Fimbulwinter. This is fucking killer. Had to name some favorite tracks on here, it would damn near be the whole album. But my standouts on here are definitely Satan's Werewolf, War Master Returns, One Shining Star, Bestial Darkness, Rotting Raven's Blood. I mean, this is just really great, straight, raw, evil, hateful black metal, man. I can't recommend this band enough, man. If you're into really dark, ritualistic, just raw, cold as fuck black metal, definitely give Satanic War Master a day in court. They've got some amazing, amazing stuff. And this so far is one of my favorite albums by them. This one I am constantly spinning. So definitely check this one out. And Black Metal Commando. Both amazing records. This band I've gotten into recently, they've got a really strange and weird take on black metal. The vocal style is either love them or hate them. I've reviewed their newest offering. It also cracked into my top 6 of the year. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about them. And the first album of theirs that I got is this one, Inquisition, with the ominous doctrines of the perpetual macrocosm. Man, it's the thing about this band is saying the titles and saying the names of the tracks is just like fucking whole sentences, man. But this is some really great, strange, cosmic feeling black metal, man. Dagon's vocals are definitely his own. You either love them or hate them. This album in particular is probably my favorite of theirs that I've got so far. There's not a bad track on here, but I'm going to go ahead and get into those really great ones on here. Definitely Astral Path of Supreme Majesties, Command of the Black Crown. My favorite is probably Upon the Firewing Demon. That's definitely my favorite on here. Cosmic Invocation Rites, the title track, Ominous Doctrines. This is a really good record. I got the Icarus record recordings of this, honestly, because I like this cover art better than the Season of Mist reissue. That cover art on there is just probably one of the best in newer black metal. That shit is just fucking killer. But it's not about cover art. Sorry. Like I said in the previous vid, I've been nursing kind of a cold here, so just bear with me. But yeah, it's not about the artwork. It's about the music within, and that is definitely really killer black metal. Definitely check this one out. Pick it up if you haven't. Ominous Doctrines of the Perpetual Mystical Macrocosm. I probably fucked that title up somewhere along the way, but who cares? Anyway, moving on, another Inquisition album, Obscure Verses for the Multiverse. This is a really good album, man. It's definitely a lot more cleaner produced than Ominous Doctrines. Honestly, this is a hard album to pick a favorite track on. It's so good. But if I had to pick a favorite one, it would be... Oh, man. Wow, it's so hard to pick a favorite track, man. And it's so hard for me to see them because they're very, very small, written. Yeah, I think it's like the third or fourth track on here. Really, really great stuff. Inquisition is one of those bands that are just, it takes a little bit for them to grow on you. Because, like I said, Dagon's vocals are definitely strange. They're definitely not everyone's cup of tea. So, love them or hate them. Inquisition, I think, are fucking awesome. I can't wait to hear more of their stuff. And then finally, another one that I picked up, which would be, actually, this is the first one I got from them. Made my best of 2016 list. I'm not going to say the fucking title. You already know the fucking title of this record. I've talked about it 3 times. Like I said, A Black Eon Shall Cleanse is probably my favorite track on here. From Chaos They Came, Wings of Anu, Through the Divine Spirit of Satan, A Magnificent Universe is Known, or Glorious Universe is Known, whatever. It's a huge, long fucking title, and I just don't feel like saying it again. But yeah, Inquisition is one of those bands that I definitely have now acquired a taste for, and I'm definitely going to check out more of their stuff. And yeah, that's it, man. If you saw something new here today, that's pretty cool. If not, you probably didn't, because anyone watching this has probably already heard of some of these albums. The most obscure stuff on here would definitely be either the Black Funeral stuff or Satanic War Master. Definitely look forward to doing more reviews here. 2017 is just now coming upon us, so we got a bunch of records supposedly coming out this year that I'm definitely going to try to pick up and definitely review for you guys. If you like what I'm doing here with the channel, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. If not, oh well, there's other channels you can check out with guys that can do it better than me, but yet, come on, man, they don't have the fire that the Satanic one has. I'm going to go ahead on that cheesy note and go ahead and sign off on this collection vid. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing, whoever subscribes, and see you in the next vid, people. Later on.